Los Angeles, California. We are the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, joined by a man who has made a sombrero out of his pants and underwear and is now using his boner to mix up a bowl of guacamole. That's Jeff Clark.
I think you meant to say pantalones, but hello, don't I?
And I think you meant cockamole.
Ooh, good one. And transmitting to us from the bottom of a Cadillac margarita, the bearded booger-eating gringo known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo, brat, brat.
Yeah, baby.
What is...
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
There you go. What is a Cadillac margarita?
I actually
I've had one before.
I actually had to Google that recently. Because, as everybody knows, there's a lot of excellent Mexican cuisine in Los Angeles. And some of the more S-tier Mexican restaurants also just, give 110% on their margaritas. And, Carl and I were talking about it, and I think a Cadillac margarita is just a margarita made with top shelf tequila. It's just
Gotcha.
a margarita with a good
Julio.
shit. Yeah. All right, let me shuddy myself.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Don
Uncle Google
Julio.
says
Oh my God, there's a chance Kevin's
it's a
wrong. I have a
premium
boner.
version of the margarita with high quality tequila,
Oh, and
reposado,
agave.
and Grand Marnier instead of Cointreau or other orange liqueurs.
I don't think I know
So
what
it's
any of those
top
things
shelf
are.
tequila and Grand Marnier.
Pinkies up, you fancy bitches. I would definitely drink a margarita right now. Oh,
I
you
forgot
guys
it was
doing-
Cinco de Mayo.
I mean the El Compadres of Los Angeles, their margarita menus, it's like going to Cheesecake Factory. There's so many different fucking margaritas you can get. And I have not had a single one that was anything less than delightful.
Are
So-
you
Are
guys
you
doing anything to celebrate?
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to my brother's after to watch game one of the Knicks Celtics. He is shacked up with a Mexican lady, and she's not even doing anything for Cinco de Mayo. The original plan, actually, I guess my brother makes this really good Korean beef stew, Mr. Consamnida himself, and he got like a Dutch oven for it as well, and he's pretty pumped about it. So he was going to make that for tonight, but he said it just was like too messy to like eat it in the living room while watching sports. And I was like, it doesn't make sense to me because it's
That
stew.
sounds like-
Wouldn't you
that-
put it in a bowl?
That sounds like his girlfriend was speaking through him.
Duck pokey. Well, I didn't consider that. Yeah, you're right.
I don't want
Yeah,
you
you're-
and your dumb brothers eating bowls of Korean barbecue stew on the fucking sofa while you're watching sports. Are you fucking
It's going to
stupid?
look like a Gallagher
Cool.
show in there.
Yeah.
Well, now he's just going to make gochujang chicken wings or an order pizza. So it's like, joke's on you,
okay. I
lady.
mean,
I'm getting what I want.
Oh, you're fried chicken? Fried chicken?
And like, I'm pretty sure pizza and chicken wings are a death row meal for me. Like, I'm fucking happy. I ate Wingstop last night. I don't give a
I'm
fuck.
also-
I'll have more wings.
I'm also doing fried chicken tonight.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
fried chicken. I like fried chicken.
You're partying with Dave again, aren't you?
I partied with him on Friday, and I'm going to party with him again tonight.
It's chicken.
Dave's-
fried chicken.
Dave's
fried
hot.
chicken.
So
Damn it,
Friday was the grand opening of the Daves in town. And I There was literally a gang of 20 teenage boys in line behind me, and every one of them that was white was broccoli headed.
I'm telling you, man, we got to do like an expose here. I'm going to go like just stake out a fucking salon in Los Angeles and just watch these like high school kids go in and get perms.
I figured out I was on performance enhancing drugs while I was in line because I knew I needed to be prepared to be able to space out for an extended period of time because I was in line for like 45 minutes.
This feels like Shuddy's news bleeding into the main show. We got some investigative reporting.
So it is strictly that they don't style their hair.
If I don't style my hair, I don't have broccoli head.
The way they get it cut and not styling it, some of them are just curly hair. It's just curly hair. It's straight up curly hair.
Okay, I mean, I'm well aware that people are born with curly hair, but not a ton, just naturally curly. Not enough for all these fucking kids where every single one of them. I think it is
what's happening now. None of this was permed hair. None of this was tight perm curls.
You know what? Fuck the autism stuff. We need RFK Jr. to find out what's causing all these broccoli heads. That's the real question.
It's the fucking fluoride they're putting in the water. I've been telling you.
I'm telling you, everybody, fluoride.
It's the measles vaccine, probably.
The broccoli heads.
I was trying to get RFK into this conversation. I'm happy you did it.
It's broccoli head epidemic. Can't go and investigate it.
I didn't realize Dave's was a Hollywood creation.
I like fried chicken.
I thought it was from in LA. They're really branching out like fucking big time.
I hate that Drake is an investor.
Oh, that sucks.
But the chicken is fucking bomb.
By the way,
dude, it's so
Jeff,
good.
Remember when we were talking about Dave's Fried Chicken and you were like, oh, no, you and I have never gone before? We went with Poo Avengers. It was you, me, Ginger and Juice, and Deep Voice Mike.
Yeah, I think, in next to Legends.
Yeah. So I have gone
either you or Ginger corrected me on that, and we've never talked about it on the podcast since, so my bad. Yeah,
it's chicken.
Completely spaced out on that.
It's fried chicken.
They were in that location for like 4 months, and like, we need more parking. Like, this isn't working for us.
Man.
And they relocated next to the In-N-Out. There is a fucking In-N-Out and Dave's like in the same little plaza.
No. Oh no, hold on. Fucking stupid audio glitch. All right, it's back. But nothing was touched, nothing happened, and all of a sudden the Zoom was just like, nope, audio is playing through the laptop speakers now and not going into the recorder. But we're back.
I think I go medium. That's what I go with my wings. That's what I usually go with any like buffalo or hot chicken. It goes up to atomic, right?
Reaper is the hottest.
Reaper.
And you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah, when I was at that place in Austin, like Ploppers or whatever, they also had a waiver, a spice level locked behind a waiver, which I think I told you guys that time, right? We're like, I do pretty well with spicy for how just fucking crackerish I am. And I was just like, every time I go to a place and I get their super spicy level, it's always just like, I handle that no problem. That was easy. So I went to we were at this dive bar. I saw wings, and I was just like, give me the hottest wings you got. And the guy was like, are you serious? And I'm like, I sure am. Bring it on. And like, this fucking plate of steaming wings comes out, and I look, and the kitchen door is open, and the kitchen staff is all sticking their heads out, layered one on top of each other, like Three Stooges style. I took one bite, and it tasted like someone took a blowtorch and melted a fucking car tire on it, and then just put lava in it. It was gross. It was like a terrible flavor, and it also nuked me to the point where I was like hiccuping so bad I couldn't talk. My face turned red. They had to bring out a saucer of milk like I was a fucking stray cat, and I'm like, ew, 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 tongue darting it, sticking my fucking tongue in there. Made me look like a real bitch.
Pluckers.
What?
This was Pluckers?
No. This was just a random dive bar like 15, 20 years ago in Jersey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured you growing out of that by now. Booker's, that fucking chain around Austin, Texas, chicken wing chain. I fucking love that place. Well,
It
I
was
only went
good.
there once, but it was really good.
I love that fucking fried chicken you really are that fucking fried chicken kid.
Yeah, probably that fried chicken kid is me.
That's true. I looked it up. So if you don't know what we're referencing, it was some YouTube video that went viral of some kid who won a contest and he got like a lifetime of free chicken or something, or he was like waiting for a chance at a sweepstakes or something. Right?
Chick-fil-A.
That's what it was.
I'm pretty sure it was like a Chick-fil-A grand opening or something.
And he was 11 years old and just had the soul of like, you know, a 55-year-old divorced Brooklyn pipe fitter. So this is like
Well,
the full clip.
I'm here in the freezing cold getting free chicken sandwiches because the food tastes great. I mean, I mean, it's chicken. It's fried chicken. I like fried chicken.
Hashtag facts.
Yeah, I mean the title of the video was like 11-year-old loves fried chicken, and it's from 5 years ago, so that kid's probably like 16, 17 at this point. Probably got 3 divorces under his belt.
He's already had quadruple bypass.
I like fried chicken.
Just Jeff somehow reincarnated while he's still alive.
But Dave's is the shit. I did the hot and the medium, and medium's where it's at. Hot is right at my tolerance level.
Are the lines crazy?
I mean, it wasn't this afternoon when I drove by. That's why I'm taking Draven there tonight. But it was a legit 45-minute line. It was a long line. It flew by. They did an excellent job. Looking at it from a compatriot in the food service industry, it was very impressive how quickly they moved this line and how pleasant everybody was. I will say, though, the dude that was very obviously the general manager of the location looked sleazy as fuck. Like, he had his Dave's Hot Chicken button down, unbuttoned, so the taco meat was showing, and he had no less than 4 gold chains. No less than 4.
That's a guy I want to buy fried chicken from. That's perfect.
And he had
I
like
like
this
fried chicken.
thin, really thin, like chin strap beard that looked
man.
like it had just gotten the just for men treatment.
Hey, what race was he?
He was white.
He looked like one of the guys that from They Clone Tyrone.
He looks like. Hold on, let me see.
He had a fucking afro.
In 2025, if you're a white dude with a chin strap, you need to be on a registry.
Not quite a chin strap, but he almost had a. I want to like the closest person that I can say he looked to was like a. It's not even that close, but he just sort of reminded me of like a poor man's Tom Savini.
I mean, Tom Savini's cool as fuck. Can't hate on that guy.
But listen, everybody was pleasant. The food came out quickly. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Dave's is fucking legit, man.
But they literally had about 25 people working in the kitchen. It was a madhouse.
I mean, the fact that they moved that one in Long Beach to an In-N-Out. I mean, for anybody who's not in Los Angeles, never been to Los Angeles, In-N-Outs are everywhere, and every single one of them. It's a misnomer. There's nothing in and out about it. You are waiting in a very, very long line, whether you go in the drive-thru, in person. It's packed, perpetually packed. And no matter how many they open, they cannot keep up with just like walking in and ordering a burger like a McDonald's in non-peak hours. But they're really fucking good. And Dave's is popular, so you put those two next to each other, it's almost like it's like a dying star. The gravity is just going to make everything collapse in on itself. It's too many humans, even by Los Angeles standards. But I'm glad you got to experience it, Shuddy Boy, because...
Me too. The second that sign went up, I was stalking that place for it to be open.
Oh, fucking God. Fried chicken.
I like fried chicken.
Is it open? The one in Long Beach is open until 2 a.m.
This is open. The internet says midnight, which is fucking shocking for
Yeah,
this
dude.
town. Like it is on, a really busy major road, so it makes sense for them to be open late. It's just shocking, and I have not. Listen, they have these top-loaded milkshakes.
Oh, I was about to ask you about that.
Wait, top loaded? Does
Hold
that mean
on,
there's,
I'm gonna
there's,
show you.
there's
I'm gonna
goodies
show
floating
you.
on it? Oh. Damn it. Fucking stupid healthy boy is back, so like this is my porno now. Shuddy, do it. Describe this milkshake in a sensual voice. I'm going to turn my video feed off for a minute.
I mean, they're milkshakes, chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry, the huge, but you can have them topped with Oreos,
Okay.
Lucky Charms, or I don't know what the third one is. Hold on.
I thought it was like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Good Lord. This is a bad time to try and eat right.
Chex Mix, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Do you-
interesting choice. Chex Mix.
Well,
Yeah.
it's got like Chex M&M. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this because
All right,
because I did the vanilla with the Lucky Charms.
Okay, yeah. I'm seeing M&M, Oreo, and Lucky Charms. That's the ones that I'm seeing.
How'd that work out for you, Shuddy?
Incredibly. I'm not a big Lucky Charms fan. Typically, however, it was fucking amazing.
Damn.
Did you get the slider tender combo?
I did the slider tender to get both, and that's what I'm gonna do tonight.
Nice. We should do the hotbox roulette next time us three hang out. We get 10 tenders, 4 medium, 4 mild, 5 medium, 1 reaper.
Just do a roulette. Mix them all together.
Yeah.
No, they are a roulette. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
you
it's
gotta-
labeled.
you-
Hot box
Oh.
roulette tenders.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
you gotta
about the
sign
three
a
of us
waiver.
get together and we get in a car and smoke a shitload of weed and eat chicken.
No, hot box roulette because it's called. You can order a hot box of 10 tenders, and then hot box roulette is one of the tenders in the pack is Reaper and whoever.
Oh
it's
wow!
like,
It's like the fried chicken version of shishito peppers. Well, Jeff, we had such a packed show last week. Yeah, we had an out of state Texas adventure to report back on. Film festival, fucking played 2 games. People really enjoyed Randy Pooman, so shout out to Trevor Goober for making that music for us. That was clutch. We did such a packed show, and it was very long, that we were overflowing. We didn't even have time to address your new necklace, which people on YouTube had questions about. So I feel
I
like
gotta go get it. Hold on.
yeah, I feel like we need to report back on that because the Puminati has questions, and damn it, we need answers. So it's more like a shawl than a necklace.
Yeah, I should have got the longer one, which is only $5 more. This fucking thing did set me back $30,
Oh my god!
and it's not comfortable. Like it is like sharp, jagged.
It doesn't look comfortable.
And
It's like in
pokes
Game
at
of
me.
Thrones when like Khaleesi was riding a dragon into battle. It's like that thing has a row of spikes going down its back. What is she sitting on? Is that how she's being held in place? Oh, the dragon fucking fell off the dragon. Can you hold it up closer to the camera? We can like inspect this bastard. Is it purple?
It is purple. All the other options were, a little fruity.
It is very spiky. Oh my goodness. Is it plastic? Is that like 3D printed? Or is it like soft rubber?
Yeah, I actually think it was 3D printed. Yeah, it is plastic. Yeah. So I got it at Meanwhile Brewery in Austin. Um, I went one of the days that I was there. I actually went with Galoopi's family because they do coffee and breakfast in the mornings, and they have like a big area for families, and they also have like some sort of market going on, some craft, I don't know, whatever, some market, and one of the tents had these dragons for sale. And Galoopy would not shut the fuck up about me getting one of them. He would not stop saying anything or saying something. He's like, dude, your podcast listeners will love it. You wear it for the podcast. It'd be great. And like he wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't shut up. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll buy it and throw it on. So that's what I did. I haven't named him yet. You have any ideas?
I mean, we could put it up. We could put a vote to the Puminati. Be like, hey, get us your dragon name submissions. What do they name the dragons?
Let's Poo source it. I love it.
All right, I'm gonna pull up a list of dragon names from Game of Thrones. Maybe that'll help us get into the mindset. Drogon, which like, oh cool, you changed one letter in dragon. Thanks.
Yeah. Is there like a Larry? Is there like a normal one?
Drogon the dragon. I get it.
Steve.
Bill.
Yeah.
Viserion. Rhaegal. Viserion. Oh wait, the House of the Dragon has more dragons. House of the Dragon. Drogon? Chicken? Fried chicken, the dragon? Wow, these are crazy. Vermax. Vermithor. Oh, this is my dragon, Spermathor. Arax. Era, this is Arax.
Wait, these are all the dragons that are like in the Game of Thrones universe?
Yeah, this is all from
What do they call it again?
House of the Dragons.
What do they call it again? Fuck.
Game of Thrones?
Westeros? No.
Oh. Yeah,
The
Westeros.
entire like country.
Yeah,
or-
I think it's
It's
Westeros.
Westeros.
Yeah.
It is, okay.
Which is also interesting because they never really talk about anything beyond it. Is the entire planet just like one continent and the rest is
No,
ocean?
they talk about it in Game of Thrones.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, because that's where Pedro Pascal.
Oh, he's from outside of Westeros?
Yes,
Oh my goodness, there's
and where
So much to keep
and
track
where
of.
she goes, where she is.
Oh, see, I thought it was all
Before
Westeros,
she comes back. No, when she goes across the Great Sea.
but- Okay.
When
Cyrax,
she's
Sunfire, Caraxes, Melis.
Cyrac? That sounds like a Mortal Kombat character.
it
it
is.
was.
Cyrax is a Mortal Kombat character.
Is like a yellow
Oh.
robot, right?
Yep. Well, I shouldn't say that it's the yellow one. I don't know that for sure. It's either the yellow or the red one. Because the black one was Smoke. Or the gray
Silverwing.
one.
What about Scissorp the dragon?
Scissor?
Yeah.
I feel like most of the Puminati don't even know that story anymore. That was so long ago. That was like one of those old school Puminati stories.
Let's take a trip down memory lane, you know?
I don't want to retell it.
You don't want people knowing you got brain damage?
Yeah, dude. Dude, I've my basketball skills have never gotten back to where they were pre-scissor.
That's kind of crazy.
I think some of it's conditioning. And by some I would go, 95 to 99% of it is conditioning.
so then there's almost no chance the scissor had anything to do with it when you're talking about.
The other 5% is the dead worm they found in my brain.
It just feels a lot better blaming it on the scissor than taking personal accountability.
Hey, I feel you, man.
It helps me sleep.
What about your betting stuff? I know you recently had like a Hall of Fame sports betting moment, right? Has that helped you sleep?
I went nuts in golf after just getting my dick kicked in for the last year plus. I went back to back at the Masters and RBC Heritage, hit Rory, and then I hit Justin Thomas at the RBC, which was the biggest sports betting win of my life. So that was sick.
No shit.
However, I got some Kentucky Derby blue balls this past weekend. I almost surpassed my biggest sports betting win this weekend. Could have easily. So I actually did make money on the Kentucky Derby this past weekend. However, I could have made $11,000 to $12,000 more had the Kentucky Derby gone my way. So the Kentucky Derby, there's a whole weekend of races, but on Kentucky Derby Day, there's 13 races, and like 7 or 8 of them are with like the best horses in the country. And so I did what's called a pick 5, pretty straightforward. You just pick the winner of 5 consecutive races. The last one was the Kentucky Derby. I hit the first 4. So, and I had 3 horses picked for the Kentucky Derby to finish off my pick 5. If the biggest long shot won, I would have won 12,000. If the next horse down would have won, I would have won. I think I would have won like 7,500, and then the next one down, I would have won like 5,500.
So wait, you picked the winner of the first 4 races, right?
Yeah.
And then the 5th one, it was like if any of those 3 win, you get a payout.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And did any of them win? None of them won, huh?
No. One of them's still running. I don't even think he crossed the finish line.
It's like that marathon runner that shits their pants on like the 7th mile, and like 2 days later they just like claw themselves, their dookie streaks down their legs, crawl across the finish. Damn, that sucks. That's brutal.
It was a bummer. And the Kentucky Derby is the only one that I talked about on Fox Weather the Friday before the Kentucky Derby, and the fucking host kept trying to get me to say that I wanted to bet the favorite, and I was like, no, I'm fading the favorite. Like, I'm not betting him. He's like, oh, okay, well, you're just gonna bet him like underneath other horses. Like, no, I am not betting this guy or this horse. Luckily, that wasn't the one that won. He did come in second, but
so the favorite didn't win.
No.
So you didn't look like a jerk off for not picking the favorite.
No.
Well, that's good.
And I re-looked at the winning horse. I heard some smart horse handicappers mention him, but it wasn't like, I don't have any FOMO. Like, I looked at the horse again after it won. I was like, I was never going to bet this fucking horse. So yeah. That wasn't like embarrassing or anything like that. It would just suck because, I don't know, it was over the course of 3 hours. And I'm like, I've never hit one of these pick 5s. I haven't tried them very often. I first started doing this last year when I started betting Saratoga and writing about it every Saturday. But it is like a mission of mine. But like, I don't know, having 4 already cash, I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Like I have 3 horses for the Kentucky Derby to hit this pick 5, and I don't know, just getting that close. Who knows if I get that close again? So sucks. I don't understand. I'm not good at logic. Exactly. Yeah, dude. So sucks, but whatever.
I mean, that wasn't the only bet you made at the Kentucky Derby, right?
No, that's why I said I won. I did win money on the Kentucky Derby, the undercard, not the actual race. I lost that race, but I made money throughout the day and posted about it on Twitter. So
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't all that bad. I love betting the horses, dude. We should do a little double date. Me, you, George, Carl. We take the Surfliner down from Orange County to San Diego, the Amtrak train that like goes next to the ocean or goes alongside the ocean. Stay in San Diego one night, hit the Del Mar racetrack the day after, and then get out of there. float it to Carl. See what see how she feels. How do you feel about racetracks?
I had to spend so much time at racetracks when I was a kid, and they were terrible. Like I did not enjoy it. As a kid, I was very
Horses
similar.
or dogs?
Horses.
Okay.
It was very similar to the way I am as a grown man. If it doesn't have cartoons or superheroes or video games, it's a long shot. And there was so much downtime like between the races, and like because I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the show. I probably have. We've been doing this for close to fucking 15 years. But like my grandpa on my dad's side of the family was like big into horse racing. Like he had a stable at Monmouth Park and was racing horses since like the 60s. So if you went to my grandpa's den, it was nothing but like framed photos from the winner's circle from all the horses that have won. And like there some of them are so old they were just like in black and white still. And so when I was a little kid and I would go stay with my dad for the weekend, anytime that there was a horse racing, I got dragged to the fucking track and I had to put on a suit and stuff. And, we were in the owner's box and shit, which was a cool way to watch horse races if you're into that shit. But it was just like, I could be playing fucking video games right now. And thank God, like, when Game Boy came out and stuff, I was just like, all right, I got fresh batteries in this motherfucker. Everybody leave me alone. Let me know when I can order some dessert. And it got to, like, there are virtually no photos from the winner's circle with me in them, because every time I would go, the horse would lose. And when I was, I don't know how old I was, 11 or 12,
pretty on brand.
Yeah.
Did your grandpa call you cursed?
Well, we had a horse in the Kentucky Derby one year.
What?
Yeah. I never told you this?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. If you did, I probably had the same reaction. I'm spacing out. Like, how fucking cool that is.
Yeah.
That is fucking sweet.
For the decades that my grandpa spent racing horses, one horse went to the Kentucky Derby. He died, close to 20 years ago now. And when he died, the horse racing in the family kind of went with him. But
okay.
So
you're my grandpa, not the horse, right?
Well, I mean, the horse is probably dead at this point. But like, he was the one that was like super into horse racing, and when he died, it was just like, all right, what are we doing here? But so the whole family went to Kentucky, and the day of the race, like you said, there's a shitload of races at the Kentucky Derby, but like the real one, the actual big race, like it was fucking crazy. So like it starts right out of the gate, our horse just fucking books it, and like ahead by like 4 lengths. So it's just staying that way. Everybody is losing their shit, jumping up and down, screaming at the top of their lungs. On the last curve, the last turn, out of nowhere, the horse just like runs out of steam and drops. And right as is getting to the finish line, everybody passed it, and the horse came in like 13th place. So it turns out on that last turn, one of his horseshoes popped off, hit the ground,
shit.
Bounced up, and cut its stomach.
You've definitely told this story before. That part I remember.
Yeah. So
I think I remember that too now.
At that point, my grandpa was like, yeah, you do have a curse on you, and you can't come to any more horse races. And I was like,
fuck, dude.
I was like, fuck, fine by me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was.
Fuck you, grandpa. Do you remember what year this was?
Let me see. I can Google it.
But yeah, I'm looking it up now. I'm just wondering who won that year. How would you Google? Do you remember the name of the horse?
Yeah, Storm Tower.
Storm Tower, Kentucky Derby.
Might have been 94 or 93.
says in 19 race from 93 to 94.
So the conduct that horseshoe hitting him in the stomach could have been the last race that the poor horse got to do, Kevin.
Yeah, did they put it
Yeah.
down after? That sounds like a pretty serious injury.
No, they didn't put it down.
Okay.
But fuck, I had been at races before where a horse got hurt and broke its leg and went off to the glue factory, and boy, does that
That's a bummer.
that'll fucking kill the mood. 93.
Yeah.
1993.
Yeah. Sea Hero one.
Oh yeah, I remember that name. Sea Hero.
You got 16.
Ooh, 16th, not even 13th, 16th place. Yeah, that was 32 years ago. Holy shit. Wow.
Jerry
Yeah.
Bailey was the horse, the jockey and the winning horse. He's huge in Saratoga. Man,
So yeah, that was my
sweet.
my grandpa. Like, he had to have been well aware of the curse. Like, man, every time this fucking kid comes to the track, our horse doesn't win. And then the Kentucky Derby was just like, you fucking cost me enough. You are banned.
I've never heard of that. The horse trainer. Man, this is fucking cool though.
Man, I like, I got dragged to some like high profile races. Like, I think we went to like the Preakness, and I met Bill Murray at the Preakness when I was a little kid. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, that's dope. Yeah, I mean, now that you're older, the downtime wouldn't be as in between races wouldn't be as lame because then you're up, getting drinks, getting food. No, you can't really do that shit as a kid.
Yeah,
Seeing-
the boredom 7-year-old Kevin had at the horse track is not going to be the
Yeah.
be it.
I'm still a 7-year-old.
Right. I was starting off there. Maybe I'll change your mind in a year or two.
We'll see. But
Probably
I
not,
have a
though.
feeling that's going to be an uphill battle to convince Carl to take a fucking train to San Diego to watch horse racing. Not only is it the train to
I'll go
San
to the track with you, Jeff.
the train
Thanks,
to
buddy.
the train to San Diego is a little pricey, and then getting a hotel room, and then going to the track, and then a train back up to L.A. That's a lot to ask for somebody who has zero interest in the thing that is like the linchpin of the trip.
And she also happens to have a partner who has zero income. So
You gotta fucking take it there, huh, Shuddy? You son of a bitch. All right, well, let's keep the fun and games rolling with some fucking fun and games.
yeah, let's
Shall
see
we?
if we can't turn you into a winner, Kevin.
Yeah, the winner I was born to be, and we're gonna do that by playing a round of Rotten Tomatoes. Oh wait, Attack of the Rotten Tomatoes. Attack of the Rotten Tomatoes.
I really thought that you had a button for that already.
No.
I thought you had done that. Yes, Rotten Tomatoes. This is a game we are ironing out the kinks on still. This is a new one. We're going to score it slightly differently than we have. So if you pick the movie that he has rated the highest, you get 3 points. Second highest, you get 2 points. Lowest, you get 0 points.
So we should remind people that this is based on our friend Dom, who has questionable at best movie taste. He hosts What the Fuck Did I Just Watch with Shuddy Boy on our Patreon, where they pick a shitty movie and do a deep dive on it and review it. And Dom usually likes him. Shuddy usually hates him. He's the guy that when they were doing those mockbusters, where right next to Transformers on the shelf at Blockbuster was Transmorphers. Dom is a Transmorphers guy. So
an off-brand ass motherfucker.
keep that in mind
You know
as
what?
we play this game.
You know what, though? Let's see if I can easily...
Man, can somebody text
Do you
me
guys
fucking
want to
chicken
guess
sandwich?
what he's rated Transmorphers? I don't know how I'll find it. It's gonna be. I mean, I know how I'll find it.
I mean,
This
is
how
it
I'll
on his Letterboxd page?
It is.
Excuse me, Letterboxd D. How silly of me. Pronouncing it correctly and shit.
Yeah.
We're not here for that.
We have an
I
image
mean,
of
Kevin,
both.
that was a bad example. That was a bad example.
Oh, does he hate? He hates transmorphers, huh?
Yeah, well, hate is strong because he also doesn't particularly care for Transformers, but Transmorphers is rated just slightly lower than Transformers.
No. All right. Well.
But Dom is the type
get
of
the gist
person
of
that
it.
rates Fight Club one dick,
Yeah, and Goodfellas, and The Matrix.
and Transmorphers two dicks. So according to Dom, Transmorphers is a better movie than Fight Club.
It's twice the movie of The Matrix. This is the shit we're dealing with here.
So, I'm gonna read some descriptions of the more obscure ones for you guys, just so you have an idea of what it's up against. Okay.
Sounds good.
So we've got Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Five Dicker, as far as I'm concerned.
Ex Machina,
I think that might be another Five Dicker.
Still
and
haven't seen it.
then Nightmare Sisters, which is from 1988. You know what? Actually, I'll share my screen so you can see the cover art.
Yes, please. Ooh.
Wow.
Three
Those are
socially
guys.
awkward sorority girls invite three fraternity pledges over for a night of fun, but when the group holds a seance, the girls find themselves possessed by a shaman who transforms them into lustful, uninhibited succubi.
Hell yeah. I see it's got Linnea Quigley in it. Big fan of her.
As is he. So which of those three movies does he rate the highest?
All right,
On Letterboxd D.
You go first, Jeff.
What was the last one called again?
Nightmare Sisters.
Nightmare. That's what I thought. I think he's gonna pick Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
What is it? How do you say it?
Machina.
Machina? Whatever. Does Jeff see tit in that one?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of tits, right?
Jeff sees Puskus, I think, in that one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff C. Kuchana?
Jeff's gonna have to stream that one.
Kevin, what is your choice?
Yeah, 10 years ago now. It's crazy.
I know. I gotta go. I mean, I know Dom loves Linnea Quigley, and that's probably enough to do a lot of heavy lifting to push this past your textbook, critically and audience acclaimed films such as those. So I'll say Nightmare Sisters.
One of you fell for a red herring.
God damn it!
and
It was
that
me. I
would
always fall
be
for those.
Kevin. Rated three dicks. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 4 dicks. Jeff coming through with 3 points. Ex Machina at 4.5 dicks.
Fucking knew it.
Well done, Jeff.
Knew it.
Well done.
All right, Jeff, you get
guess this
first crack
morning.
at I'll share my screen again. The first movie on this round is The Ginger Dead Man,
Oh.
starring Gary Busey. An evil yet adorable gingerbread man comes to life with the soul of a convicted killer, and this real-life cookie monster wreaks havoc on the girl who sent the killer to the electric chair.
Calling me.
And that is up against Resident Evil and then Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Ooh. This really is.
I get first guess.
You get first guess.
I will go gingerbread. Ginger Dead Man, right? That's what it's called, Ginger Dead Man.
That
Yeah.
is what it was called. Yes.
I'll go with that one. I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then you marry me.
Kevin.
Oh, dang. Was that directed at the Ginger Dead Man, Jeff?
I would love to know who that was directed at.
I mean, the Ginger Dead Man he probably is delicious. Let's see.
How do you feel about gingerbread cookies? I like them.
I don't.
I do not either.
Iced gingerbread? Nothing?
I mean, iced
Fair
is at
enough.
least a step in the right direction, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It tastes like I'm eating a fucking potpourri bowl that someone put in the bathroom. Okay, so what were the other ones again, Shuddy?
Resident Evil,
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
it's got to be Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's a terrible, terrible movie, but Dominic is very forgiving in the world of Mortal Kombat, and I got to assume that translates over to that steaming pile of shit.
Sadly, there were 2 red herrings in that round, and you picked both of them. Resident Evil is the highest, but Kevin did score 2 points because even though it was rated 2.5 dicks, Mortal Kombat Annihilation was number 2. Ginger Dead Man was 2 dicks. Resident Evil was 3.5 dicks. So Kevin,
Man,
Did he give a review for his 2 dick score on the Ginger Dead Man? Why didn't he suck 2 Ginger Dead Man dicks?
I can only assume not enough titties.
he did not leave a review, but Mark Rooster did, and it starts off, for normal people, this is a 2-star movie at best, and if a normal person happens to see Ginger Dead Man and doesn't think it's stupid and without any artistic merit, that person should absolutely stop there. Even for fans of this stuff, the subsequent Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong movies are stupid. If you're in the right mood, though, and find intriguing the thought of Gary Busey voicing a killer cookie, Charles Band may have something for you here. This movie, along with Dog Graveyard, it keeps going. It's actually a lot longer than I expected it to be.
Mark Rooster gives like every movie, no matter how prolific or silly, like the fucking New York Times treatment with his reviews. A very worthwhile follow on Letterboxd if you're not following Mark Rooster. I highly recommend it.
Absolutely. Okay, Kevin, first crack.
Yeah.
Prometheus, Airheads, or Waiting.
Ooh.
You have a huge leg up in this one.
I really
These
don't,
are
though.
all. I would score maybe not Prometheus, but I would score the other 2 5-deckers. I
Airheads
love Waiting in Airheads.
They are both.
I just can't.
Fucking
I
great.
just can't get past that. It's still. I'll remember this till my dying day. I could probably be riddled with dementia and Alzheimer's, and I will still remember Jeff texting us that the best part of Avengers was the Prometheus trailer.
Okay, I will say Airheads. By the way, filmed in the same building parking lot location as Die Hard. That's the lobby of Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh shit. I used to drive past Nakatomi Plaza every day when I was working freelance for Fox Sports. Pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, now that I live in Culver City, Century City is just right there, so I drive by it pretty frequently too, and still never gets old. I get like butterflies every time I see it. Like, that's where John McClane saved the day.
Century City has a lot of cool shit to shop at.
Yeah.
It's pretty pricey. So why I was saying you have a leg up. I don't know if Dom ever worked in the restaurant industry. I don't count Little Caesars. I don't count Little Caesars.
He very briefly worked on as a line cook at Red Robin.
It's waiting. He has to like waiting the most. Then I'd be disappointed in him if he didn't.
Yeah, waiting essentially takes place in a Red Robin.
Well, Jeff, be disappointed because
Oh,
waiting is
man.
only 3 dicks. Only 3 dicks for him.
Wow.
Fucking love that movie.
Airheads, 4 dicks. Prometheus, 4.5 dicks.
Oh, damn it. We got Prometheus.
It's a good movie.
Now, things are going to get tricky, guys. Things are going to get tricky. Kevin has a slim lead of 4-3, and he gets to guess first between True Lies, the aforementioned Tom Arnold movie, Point Break, or Showgirls.
See, one thing you have to know about Dom, and this is actually in his Letterboxd bio.
Got see tit.
He is a fan of erotic thrillers. And I'm
Who
pretty
isn't?
sure that's what you can qualify Showgirls as, which I honestly had never watched until like the last couple of years. I saw it for the first time, and it's a bad movie. Very bad.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
And,
I've never seen it.
I mean, Paul Verhoeven. I fucking love Paul Verhoeven. Did RoboCop,
RoboCop.
Starship Troopers.
Okay.
But he likes to. He doesn't like to stay in the same genre. He fucking hops around and does some really weird, interesting shit. So I don't know if that would be enough. What are the other two again? Damn it! I got fucking terrible memory.
True Lies,
True Lies.
and Point Break.
Who lies?
Fuck. You know what? My gut is telling me to go with Point Break, so I'm going to go with Point Break. There
I
are
was
tit-
gonna pick that one.
there are titties in Point Break.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go with that one. I'll go Showgirls, I guess.
It's a safe bet. That was my
We're-
backup
we-
choice. That was my safety school.
Me and you like True Lies, and Shuddy didn't, right?
Yep.
I wonder
So-
how Dom feels about it.
True Lies is a 2.5 dicker to Dom.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Dom have the same movie taste. Shuddy, how do you feel about that?
Point Break is one of the surprise one dickers on Dom's Letterboxd.
Get the fuck out of here.
Making Showgirls a 3.5 dicker for Dom.
Rotten Domatoes.
So Kevin or Jeff, you now piggyback over Kevin and have a 2-point lead going into the final round, where if Kevin gets number one, if you at least get the number 2 spot, we draw, and I'll have to come up with something on the fly as a tie break.
We both drop our pants and start masturbating, and the first one to nut wins.
So, Jeff, between
We start edging now.
White Men Can't Jump,
Love that movie.
a movie from 1988 called Picasso Trigger, which I'm sharing right now, where double agent Picasso Trigger is assassinated in Paris by double-crossing bad guy Miguel Ortiz. Then Ortiz begins eliminating agents of the agency who were involved in his brother's death. The agency belatedly springs into action to stop Ortiz's heinous activities. The usual gunplay, romance, and nifty toys with bombs ensue. That is a terrible synopsis.
Well, so that's an Andy Sedaris movie, and he had this run in like the 80s and I think early 90s where they were. I think he was the genre. It was specifically his movies were called Triple B. It was bullets, bombs, and boobs. So
Well,
Fuck yeah.
as you can see right here, you even in the letterbox D image, you see tit.
yeah,
You see nipple.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
right there, right, like
the-
full on.
so this dude just like he was almost like Adam Sandler of trashy action movies. He would come up with these ideas for like bikini clad babes to go to Hawaii and just like they were all like penthouse pets, so they were just like filled with nudity, the cheesiest dialogue ever. And they're like the one that I've seen, I think I've seen Hard Ticket to Hawaii and Malibu Express. I think every single one of them is on Tubi, and they are well worth a watch. They are terrible movies. They're essentially like Skinamax films, but instead of like them being like romantic things, it's just softcore porn with action, and it's
Hard Ticket to Hawaii is fantastic.
it really is.
We did that on what the fuck did I just watch?
So it's the same
There is-
director, Andy Sidaris.
And then the third movie in this round is Robin Williams, Nathan Lane in The Birdcage.
It's a good movie.
What was the? All right, say the three again.
White Men Can't Jump,
White men can't jump. Okay, yeah.
Picasso Trigger,
All right.
The Birdcage.
I can't imagine him liking basketball, so I would assume Dom wasn't into White Men Can't Jump. Picasso Triggered seems like a Dom movie. I'll go Birdcage. I'll go Birdcage. It's got Robin Williams. Everyone likes Robin Williams.
All right, that just means I have to take Picasso Trigger. Come on, Andy Sidaris, don't fucking fail me. Feats don't fail me now.
You.
Tits don't fail me now.
He failed you. That was the lowest of the three.
Come on, Dom. It's almost like that guy made it specifically for you.
3.5 dicks, though. 3.5 dicks.
Oh wow, this is a tough category.
White Men Can't Jump, 4 dicks.
Ow.
The Birdcage, 4.5 dicks. Jeff, by a score of 9-4, wins Rotten Tomatoes this week.
A dominating performance. I
Stay on
did
brand.
this morning.
Well done, Jeff.
Dominator.
Well done. You dominated me. Exactly what you set out to do this week.
Dominated you in Rotten Tomatoes. Loved it.
Shuddy, did I hear correctly that you and Dom went on like a toy adventure? One of your infamous toy adventures this weekend?
Yes, and it did turn out to be as infamous as ever.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let me...
Are there any fights?
No, there were no fights. But let me forward you this picture Dom took of me. That really kind of... Well, I'll just send you all of them.
Can we share it with the Puminati?
Of course. Of course. These are not...
Are you texting them or emailing them?
I just sent them to our group chat.
Oh, okay.
And that scar on the back of my head is super noticeable. I never see the back of my head.
Why is it? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So...
Okay, so...
Yeah.
It's... One picture is you just standing in front of a long set of folding tables full of... It looks like there might be some He-Man stuff worked in, some DC toys,
if you
Batman
look
shit.
On the second row of stuff on the
Ninja
left-hand
Turtles?
side of that picture, I almost panic bought that entire row of stuff.
Panic. Where did the panic set in?
Because I didn't think I had it. And I don't remember, so I thought I missed out on all of it. So I like almost panic bought it, and like Like, I finally went into my Big Bad Toy Store account and saw that I actually owned all of it, and it's sitting in my house in the boxes I haven't opened yet. So I didn't need to buy any of it. But I bought a lot of dumb shit, uh, including this Spider that Dom specifically requested be featured this week.
Spy-Door? The fuck? Is that some
I
silly
don't get
He-Man
it.
shit?
I don't get it.
So a figure sits in here, and it does. So I'm gonna have to try and restore it.
So wait a
because
second.
there's-
It's a spider that turns into a building? What's fun about that?
no, no. uh, it walks, and the jaws move as it like it'll hold a figure, but it's supposed to walk.
I mean, I can just guess by the name that's a He-Man character.
It is. It's a vehicle
A vehicle.
or one of the bad guys' steeds. Like a figure sits inside.
All right, so let's do a little bit of screen sharing here so people on YouTube, the Puminati on YouTube can see. So this is you holding a belt with a wrestling man? Who is that? Who is that?
Dom, so Rick Steiner of the Steiner Brothers, Big Papa Pump, was at the Lehigh Valley Toy Show.
Do you know who
This
that is,
weekend.
Fucking
Jeff?
sick.
You know who that guy is?
I know Big Papa Pump.
And so when we walked into the room, I swear to God, he was sitting at his table. Nobody was around him. He had sunglasses on, and I swear to God, he was sleeping because he didn't move for two solid minutes. He didn't move, and then there was this Ric Flair dressed guy that wanted to do nothing more than talk to Dom about wrestling. And then Dom made me pose for this picture.
Guy looks like the Lost Paul brother.
Does Dom get into a picture with Ric Flair?
Dom, yes, he just didn't send it to me, but yes,
Oh, that's a fake Ric Flair? That's what we're looking at here?
that is a fake Ric Flair. Yes,
that is not the real Ric Flair.
That's
The
Prick-
real Ric Flair is much older than that.
that's Prick Flair?
Yeah, Dick Flair.
here's
Big
Shuddy
Papa
holding a
Pump, that's
toy.
sick. His son was Intercontinental Champion, I believe.
Nope.
But he lost.
no, I'm sorry, Big Papa Pump was Scott Steiner, not Rick. I said the wrong one. Scott Steiner was at the event. Braun Breaker is Rick Steiner's son.
So what happened here? What was
guy that makes sense?
what was the drama? What was the thing that made this one particular visit legendary?
Dom put Ric Flair in a fucking figure four leg lock.
All right, Shuddy
What
is
are we
now
doing?
holding up.
Oh, I spent a shit ton of money. We walked in within
This guy's 43.
within 5 minutes of paying our admission. I dropped a couple C notes.
Kevin, you are an executive position at a company away from doing the exact same thing as Shuddy.
I did. Carl and I found we went to this gigantic mall in Orange County, and there was a Toys R Us in the Macy's, like a shrunken down version, and they had like these mock Ninja Turtle figures. They were supposed to look like they looked exactly like the ones from when we were kids. They were just like remade and repurposed, but like it was a fucking Ray Fillet figure in box. Exact artwork, exact style, exact everything. Just, made in 2025. I fucking couldn't believe it. And yeah, my poor ass, if there was more money in my bank account, much to Carl's chagrin, would have purchased. But so Shuddy, you started like just pulling bags out on camera just now, and one of them just like ripped and spilled shit all over the place. Did you just fuck up the value of a whole bunch of toys?
No. The one that broke was one that I only paid a couple bucks for because it was already broken. So it's not. I'm not
For any-
concerned even slightly.
Were any of your toys
but-
as sweet as this?
Oh, did you get a dragon, a 3D printed Jeff dragon? Nutsack the
No,
dragon?
I did something even better. or got something even
Wow.
better.
Must be really cool.
I don't typically buy I don't buy vintage on card because I don't need it on the card. I want to display them. And I also don't typically buy the 1989 He-Man toys because they're all not very good. But
As everybody knows.
I couldn't turn down purchasing Butthead.
That's real?
That's fucking real. And because his thing, he headbutts.
They did not think that through. Or they did.
Not at all.
That would be cool if, like, in the modern He-Man cartoons, they were like, let's bring a classic unknown character in. Let's bring in Butthead, but it's just MTV's Butthead. Whoa. Teal, I could see your butt.
Yeah. So.
Well, so you just, like, lacking all self-control and going on a shopping spree? What was Dominic's assessment? Was he trying to, like, hey, Shuddy Boy, even for you, this is unhinged?
No, he was not. No, this was not. It felt a lot worse. It felt worse than it was. I really didn't go that hard.
Yeah, the way you were teeing this up, I thought Dom choked on another hot dog or something.
I went harder than I wanted to because I deliberately didn't bring cash, thinking that if they didn't take Venmo or PayPal, then it wasn't something I needed to buy.
Well, joke's on you.
And not a single person said no to me.
What do you mean? Like they all had?
Yep, they were all willing
Venmo
to take
or whatever?
Venmo or PayPal. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only booth that told me no was the booth that I was buying Dom's housewarming present from. So Dom had to pay the cash, and then I had to Venmo him.
Hey, buy yourself this present. I'll pay you back. I promise.
Did he already move into his house, or he
No.
still has to?
They're closing the end of this month.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
But
Sick.
he got I didn't recognize the name of Ye Are Kung Fu, the arcade game.
Ye are? What the fuck are you talking about, Shuddy?
This is the video game that.
Oh, that's what you bought, Dom?
No, I bought him the arcade marquee for this.
Oh.
Yeah, this arcade marquee.
Wow, deep cut.
Because Ye Are Kung Fu. Because he played it at a pizza place a lot as a kid and wanted it. Because the house that they're getting has a bar, so he's gonna wanted it as a display piece for there.
Damn.
But yeah, that was the only fucking vendor that told me no to Venmo or PayPal.
Like, you literally found the only person in the world who wants to buy your Ye Are Kung Fu, and you're gonna tell me no?
Cash only, motherfucker.
Fucking, did you Pretty Woman him? Big mistake. Big.
No, like I said, Dom just had to pay the cash, and then I had to
I know.
Venmo Dom.
Well, you guys and your fucking toy adventures in Pennsylvania. Goodness gracious. Speaking of adventures in Pennsylvania, did you guys hear about the Pooper?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not far from me.
Yeah. I saw the headlines, and this is like going
Only
everywhere.
there was someplace else this might have been discussed.
Actors.
Well,
We can make
Jesus,
you-
Shuddy, we're when we got a light show, we need something to fucking talk about, right?
Yeah, and it is probably main episode news.
I'm just fucking around. I didn't have this for Shuddy Boy's fucking news. I forgot all about it. I'm just being difficult.
Delco, the Delco Pooper, Delaware County, Pennsylvania. I have spent a lot of time in Delaware County. That's where like Miguel lives, and like we used to film all those stunt videos and stuff. And
Delco folks are the exact opposite of the Erie and Pittsburgh crowd.
yeah, they are a rowdy bunch.
Polar opposites.
So some lady in a road rage incident just fucking took a rage shit on somebody's car.
Not even just a rage shit. It was like liquid diarrhea.
It looked like someone puked on the car.
So I haven't even gotten to see the unedited version of it. All I've gotten is this fucking news clip from like a local Fox affiliate. But like, listen to how hard they like the Chiron says crappy situation. Like, oh, hold on, I fucking muted it by accident. But this guy, the imagery he's using, this like he took the words right out of my mouth as if we were reporting this on MSPH.
Well, talk about a crappy situation in Delco. By now you've seen the video. It's splattered everywhere. The video, that is. Police charging the woman, they say, defecated on another driver's car. It's always awkward when news anchors have to say the word defecated.
Hit with the human
here we
fecal
are
matter.
tonight. This is the 10 o'clock
yeah.
news. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Dawn Timoney. Police say it all started with a case of road rage that quickly escalated into a shocking scene. Our Chris O'Connell is live for us tonight in Prospect Park.
And Chris, the strange
He's
case
on
has a lot.
Guys in the studio, I can actually still smell the defecation.
A lot of people asking a simple question. Why?
Human fecal matter.
A strange case, to say the least, guys. In fact, so strange, many people thought this story was fake. But according to Prospect Park Police, the Delco Pooper is all too real, and she's under arrest tonight.
Yes, there she is.
What happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me, and I asked her that's what's happening.
That is 44-year-old Christina Solometto.
There's a chance I partied with that chick. 44? That's close to my age range. And I love that she's like, yay, what do you want me to do? She was chasing me. I just ate a spicy hoagie and I had a fucking shit in the chamber.
Being put into a Prospect Park
Control the
police
narrative.
car.
I don't hate
But
it.
You may know her by this, now viral video. Police say the Ridley Park mother is the woman seen getting out of her car and, yes, defecating on the hood of the car of another woman.
Looks like a Nissan Altima or something.
The mother, leave her children out of this.
Yeah, she like pissed out of her butt. Like it was liquid. It was fucking liquid. It was chocolate milk.
Yeah, because she had that ready to go quick. Like that was she didn't just like park there and just like ugh! She just runs over, and then a split second later she's running back to her car. I mean, that's also a very ballsy move because you're in a very vulnerable position. Like that car could have just, pressed on the gas and fucking run her pooping ass over. But, fortune favors the bold. And bold is one word to describe the Delco Pooper.
She's seen getting right back into her black Nissan we saw parked outside of her home tonight.
Oh, blowing up her
headed
spot.
in the same direction. They both live not far from one another. And the woman in the dark colored car thought the woman was following her, which was actually just going home.
The incident happened Tuesday evening near the corner of 4th and Madison, a half a block away from a Little League field where the Delco defecator video has left some neighbors speechless.
I don't know. It's been running through my mind all day since I've heard about it.
Just another day in Delco.
Solometto was booked on charges including indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and a misdemeanor depositing waste on the highway. As she was getting arrested, Solometto says,
I have a sickness.
She didn't elaborate on the sickness, but the bizarre case has...
Maybe she meant diarrhea.
That's. I was just trying to Google what she had. Yeah, trying to figure. Because I do remember I've seen this video and she says that. I'm like, what are we talking about? That caused the poop or that caused your reaction? Like, are we talking mental or physical?
Yeah, I got a sickness. It's called the green apple splatters.
Has now gotten international attention. Not the kind this police chief wants.
It can't happen in this community. No town wants this to happen in their town. I mean,
you speak for yourself.
You know, the recognition a town gets over this kind of thing, it's really unwelcome. We don't want this.
We're going to be known as the town where people shit on other people's cars.
It's like, I don't think you need to worry about Delco's reputation being tarnished, dude. Like that guy said, another day in Delco. Like, what are you going to do? I saw some other quote from her saying that, like, she claimed it was a clean shit and didn't even have to wipe afterwards.
Yes, yep, I did see that too.
If you're pissing out of your ass, you have to wipe afterwards. The only time you get a clean break where your first wipe is clean paper is the most solid of turds. You don't get that from fucking diarrhea. Ma'am, it's dia-fucking-rhea. Please wipe your ass. Wipe your stinky ass, please.
Appeared in front of a judge tonight. According to court records we just checked, she has posted $1,000 bail tonight, guys.
Wow. Big spender. She fucking...
Yeah, it's pretty much a shutty spent at the Toy Con.
So
dropped
according...
Public Pooper's bail.
What's up, Shuddy?
So apparently she told the police when they got there to arrest her that it was a clean poop, it was a clean poop. I didn't even have to wipe, according to the Daily Times.
To which the booking officer responded, yes, you do. You need to wipe right now. I smell it.
Have you ever had a clean poop?
Me?
Yeah, Shuddy as well. Like, I don't.
Not a clean poop that looked like that coming out of me.
No. Like, I've never shit and be like, well, I don't have to wipe. That wasn't so bad.
I mean, I've shit before and wiped, and then the paper's clean, and I'm like, what? How that? What sorcery is this?
Yeah, but when it is liquid like that, never have I not been one wipe and gone.
I've also never gambled before where, like, I don't even need to look. I don't even need to wipe. That was a clean one. Time to get on with my day. You always wipe. What a fucking maniac. She is sick.
That's a clean one. I don't have to wipe.
Ma'am, you pissed shit on that car.
Your ass puked.
That does not meet the parameters of a clean shit. So wait, you've never had that happen before where you take a poo and your first wipe, you look at the paper and you're like, oh, must be my lucky day.
No, No, there's never been a moment, or I don't remember that ever happening, I should say. But I don't know. I feel like having a wipe after you shit is pretty standard.
I mean, it's not a regular thing, but it happens. And
what's a nickname that we can come up with it? Is it just the perfect shit?
I remember
dump?
I had when I was a kid, teenage years mostly, every part of my bedroom was covered in posters, and I would say 90% of them were either Nirvana or Kathy Ireland, and the ones that weren't Nirvana or Kathy Ireland were poop related. Like Spencer's Gifts had like this. It was like the poster of poos, and it had like, I don't know, I would say like 10 rows of 6 or 7 shits that were all just labeled like the corny one, the splattery one. And I think there was a reference on one of those posters of like the clean break where when you drop it, like it doesn't dirty up your bungus. But I forget what it was called. I don't think it was a clean break. We call it the point break. No. Oh!
Is there a way we
I
can
think it was a ghost. They called it the ghost.
Oh, nice.
Like, you feel the shit come out of your ass, you see it in the bowl, but when you wipe, there's nothing on the paper. Well, Jeff...
All right, the ghost.
I believe in you. I have to imagine one day in your life you will have a ghost poo.
Dude, I'll try to fire out a ghost deuce one of these times. I'll keep you guys posted, obviously.
Please do.
But I don't usually check my toilet paper after wiping very often. That's kind of that I think would be unique to you, Kevin. Like, do you always look to see the damage?
Yeah, how do you know when you're done?
Yeah, I always check. Every wipe I check to see where I'm at in the process.
How do I know I'm done? I don't. I just know there isn't shit in my ass anymore. Like there's more friction when I wipe.
Maybe that's why you're smelling shit all day.
Ow.
And it's not on your fingers.
I'm not smelling shit. Well, maybe that one day, but I'm not usually smelling shit.
So wait a second. You don't.
I mean,
check.
I'll look afterwards, like
What?
before I flush the toilet. Like
you give like your mirror a
is
predator.
Is there like a gradient of wiping, and it goes from a lot to less?
Well, I feel like
you can feel the shit in your ass, right?
Not always, because sometimes I'm wiping, and then I look, and it's like, all right, that is a considerable less amount of poo than the last time, and then I'll wipe again, and be like, huh, there's more poo. All right, I guess I got to keep wiping. And then I've had those times where I almost feel like I'm on, like someone's pranking me, like I'm on Punk'd or something, and like someone snuck a brown crayon in my butthole, because like every time I wipe, there's the same amount. And I'm like, I'm on my like 10th wipe. How is there's still the same amount as wipe number 1? What is happening here? Am I just wiping a turtle head? Man,
I'm just petting a turtle head.
This is a real sexy episode for the ladies. This one's for the ladies. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of female listeners anymore.
And
we probably just ruined the rest of them.
Yep. We've officially crossed the threshold of our demo. Nothing but dudes. Man. Shuddy, did you go to the cinemas at all this weekend?
Yes.
What about you, Jeff? I know you like to go on Tuesdays for your discounted rate.
I did not. I have nothing to review.
Shuddy, did
have
we
I
see
told
the same...
you guys that I'm out on Last of Us?
Yeah.
All right, we already talked about that.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that in the last 2 episodes.
Oh, my apologies then. I got nothing.
Did we see the same movie, Shuddy?
I don't know. What did you see?
I saw Thunderbolts.
I also saw Thunderbolts.
Oh, really? What did you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Did Florence Pugh get naked?
No.
No, they
It's
still
a comic book movie, right?
Yeah, they still have not introduced any nudity into the Marvel movie. Actually, they did show a butt, right? I think they showed Thor's butt in Blood and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, but yes.
Love and Thunder. Yeah, I think Zeus strips him naked and they show his ass. Yeah, I feel like the marketing campaign was very interesting because like they in the title Thunderbolts is followed by an asterisk, and they were like, "Hey, what's up with that asterisk?" And Marvel's like, "It'll make sense once you see it," and it did make sense once I saw it. It's Monday, and they have already changed the billboards, the online marketing. They are spoiling their own movie already by just jumping straight to the end and just explaining what the asterisk is. And, interesting move. Interesting move. I think they were probably just like, all the diehards are going to see it opening weekend, and then maybe the people that aren't interested, when they see what the asterisk means, that will get the rest of them into the theater. Right? Is that what you're thinking, Shuddy?
I didn't even I just had to see what you're talking about. I never got what the fucking asterisk was about.
How much of the movie were you awake for?
All of it.
Okay.
Every second of it. There was none of that.
Interesting. Okay.
I forgot about the asterisk to begin with. Like I didn't even.
Oh. Well.
The asterisk was not that big of a deal on my radar.
I mean, I feel like the Marvel movies have this is Phase 5. This is the final movie of Phase 5, which I believe started in 2021. And there's been some lackluster entries. I for one, I really liked Shang-Chi. I thought that movie was fucking sick. Like, you give me a Marvel superhero movie with tons of kung fu, yeah, right at my wheelhouse. I think the Spider-Man Far From Home with Doctor Strange, that was sick. Enjoyed that one. I like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But there have been some clunkers. And it seemed like the early buzz was this is Marvel sort of righting the plane and getting things right again. And I enjoyed it. It was good. I do really like a lot of actors in this movie that I like. I do really enjoy Florence Pugh. I like Sebastian Stan. I like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Wyatt Russell. I think that dude's awesome.
He was in Everyone Wants Some, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome in that movie. I love that movie. He's great in it. He's awesome in 22 Jump Street.
Forget him in that one.
Geraldine Viswanathan. Big fan of her. She might actually be my my top Hollywood crush at this point.
What's her name again?
Geraldine Viswanathan. She was
Geraldine Vis.
She was in Cock Blockers.
Oh.
And The Package.
Oh, Australian.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's an awesome actor. I think she's underutilized, so I'm hoping now that she's in the MCU that puts a bigger spotlight on her and she gets more work, especially in comedies, because I think she's fucking hysterical.
Did you ever see any of her movies?
No.
Okay,
But
fair enough. Well,
it was a good flick. It was a solid flick. It had good action. It had some solid jokes. Took the Marvel universe into a weird direction. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't necessarily expecting this. David Harbour was awesome as Red Guardian.
I do kind of hate what it took, how they ended up winning at the end.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I looked over at Drave and I was like, could that have been? I don't want to say too much, but it was in my mind as close to Batman and Superman finally getting on the same page in Batman v Superman because their mother's name was the same.
It was a very Doctor Who-ish ending where you take like these D-list superheroes, most of them don't even have any fucking powers, and they're up against like one of the strongest entities in all of Marvel Comics. It's like, all right, what are we really doing here? They're not winning a fucking fist fight or a power fight with this guy. So I knew it was going to like be resolved by like, oh, they overcame hardships with the power of friendship.
That's exactly. I'm glad you said it because when that happened, I just looked at Draven and I was like, the fucking power of friendship is how they beat the Void. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the fucking Care Bear fucking resolution. Fuck.
Let's all mash our wieners together and go out and have a beer.
Group hug.
Gotta really show the bad guys what's up.
That being said, though, it was fun. I dug it.
It was, and I liked that how they brought the Void into it. I knew very little about the movie going in.
Me too.
And I did that on purpose, and I was happy with how it played out.
Yeah. Did you recognize the dude that plays Sentry? Did his face look familiar? I didn't pick this up until afterwards, but I'm like, man, this fucking guy really looks familiar to me. And it's because it's Bill Pullman's son. And
no shit.
Once you say it, it's just like, oh my god, yeah, I feel like I've just been staring at fucking Bill Pullman for the last 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I will say this does give me hope for the future of the MCU as a big comic book nerd and lover of. I mean, Carl and I have watched so many fucking Marvel movies this year. It's crazy. At her request too. we started. We were just like, all right, what should we put on? And she was like, for some reason, I want to rewatch the first Iron Man. And that just set everything into motion. We watched all the Iron Mans. We watched all the Captain Americas. We watched Doctor Strange. We watched all the Avengers movies. And yeah, I mean, there's, I think, like 29 of them at this point. My math could be off, but we still have a lot more to watch. But I'm pumped for Fantastic Four in July.
That was the first time. This was the first time I saw that trailer. Which it looks fucking awesome.
It's got potential.
I'm excited for it.
It's got potential. I'm glad that Galactus is finally in it, not just a fucking fart cloud in space. What a cop out they did to us in that fucking Fantastic Four sequel. But I'm pumped for that. I was actually talking to our homie Alex Wilson because he and I are going to Comic-Con this year, and we're just waiting for those tickets to go on sale because we're doing a San Diego move. Got to see that shit opening weekend because I imagine there's probably going to be tons of spoilers online that I don't want to have ruined for me. But yeah, I mean, Thunderbolts, that was like a solid, I don't know, 3.5, 3.75 dicker.
I'd go 3.754. It was a lot of fun. It was an enjoyable, good time.
It was. Some good superhero fucking silliness. I enjoyed
And the
it.
banter was fun between them.
Yeah.
I was bummed out that Taskmaster ate it so early.
I think that was kind of... People sniffed that out very early on after the trailers and promo stuff started happening. Like man, Taskmaster, she's only like in like one part of the trailer, and I think they like CGI'd her in or out of certain scenes in the trailer to sort of keep people guessing. But I mean, you know, she was what, like fucking introduced in the Black Widow movie? And I feel like very few people that watch all the Marvels saw that one. They probably were just like, yeah, we don't need too much more continuity with her. But yeah, solid flick. If you're curious, you like the Marvel movies, I'd say check it out. It's on the higher echelon of these recent ones.
Do you have any interest in seeing it, Jeff?
I do not. I think Florence Pugh's hot.
Yeah, she's a
Babesaurus Rex.
True babe, Abraham Lincoln.
This might be a stupid question, but who do you think is hotter, her or Sydney Sweeney?
I don't know. They're both
toss up, right? What can you do?
Yeah, they're both infinitely
I
out of my
guess it
league.
depends what assets matter to you.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess I got to do a little more research on the keister, the tail of the tape for the keisters.
I feel like we're like just about to kick off the summer bangers because like you're even excited about some shit coming out soon, right, Jeff?
Yeah, my brother bought tickets for us to go see the final Mission Impossible movie at the Chinese theater. I think you're going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Florida.
In New Jersey, Florida. Yeah, you're going to be in Florida for that. I thought there was a couple other movies, but I'm spacing out on the ones that I'm excited about. What are you excited about seeing? Maybe that'll ring a bell for me or remind me.
I mean, I am kind of pumped on this new Final Destination. I don't have super high hopes, but they always deliver on gross kills, and if you come through on that, I'm willing to forgive quite a bit in between deaths.
Yeah. I could see that being a Tuesday movie for me and the boys.
28 years later, pump for that.
That's 28 Days Later sequel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
isn't it technically the third one?
It is.
Oh, right.
And then there's the ballerina, the Ana de Armas John Wick spinoff that John Wick is in. I didn't even realize that until Carl and I caught a trailer and fucking Keanu's in it. And I was like, oh shit.
Yep.
I didn't realize we were getting actual John Wick in this spinoff. What else? I'm kind of scrolling around on the AMC app, but like,
there's a fucking Ninja Turtles movie coming out next week.
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Rise of Leo.
I did not know that. What the fuck? How is there a Ninja Turtles thing that's not on my radar? God damn it. Rise of Leo. Hold on, I'm looking that up.
Leonardo must unite his brothers to stop a tech-fueled crime wave rising from the sewers and prove he's ready to lead before their family and the city are lost.
Where is this even coming from? It doesn't even look like it's based on anything like any existing IPs, because they're already doing that Seth Rogen style Ninja Turtle thing.
I don't know what the fuck that has not been on the IMDb release calendar any other time I've looked.
Weird.
I want to see The Final Reckoning.
Yeah.
What about Karate Kid Legends?
Trailer kind of looks sick. It looks like there's some good fight scenes in it. I'm going to check it out.
Does look kind of good.
The Phoenician Scheme.
Still haven't seen the trailer, but I'm going to see it.
Jeff has got his tickets all ready to go for that.
Oh, yeah.
Wes Anderson makes me giz.
28 Years Later.
There's that Nick Cage movie, The Surfer, that I want to see. I can't find any trailer or theater showing it.
Mark Rooster saw it and liked it.
Yeah.
F1, I'm hyped for with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That one I'm into.
Subject matter I'm not stoked about, but it's fucking Brad Pitt, so I'll watch it.
Yeah, and remember, we are aligned on Rush being a 5-dicker.
Rush fucking rules. Damn, I love that movie.
Superman, I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. There's a Smurfs movie coming out. The Naked Gun reboot.
Haven't watched the trailer, but I've seen the reactions. People saying that it actually looks funny, so I'll check that out.
Do either of you have interest in Freakier Friday in August?
Never seen the original.
No.
So, can't help you there, Shuddy. But, all right, friends. Well, all good things must come to an end. And that means so must this show. But if you need a little bit more MSPH in your life, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. We got 2 tiers, tons of cool shit coming. We just recently learned that MasterChef is coming back on May 21st. So, what some people hail as the greatest work we have ever done, Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition. We do a weekly MasterChef breakdown. Now, if you've never seen MasterChef, I know that does not sound exciting, but we have gotten so many people into that show, and even the people that don't watch it fucking love Crafter Jeff. So it's back. You've waited a long time for it. Shuddy has a question.
May I suggest that this season is called Dynamic Pooos?
Why not?
I love it.
How many is this season 4 of Crafter Jeff?
This might be season 5 of Crafter Jeff.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
Yeah, let me look it up. Hold on, I'll pull up the sheet right now.
But if you want to catch
It'll
up,
be season 5 because it was season 10 that we started on.
Shit.
Well, my sheet starts at MasterChef 11, 12, 13, 14. So this would be you just said that, our 5th season, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah,
season 5.
I have it starting on MasterChef season 11, but same difference.
Oh, then yeah, I just had the wrong season. But yeah, this is our 5th.
It is our 5th season, and if you want to check it out, just sign up for the Patreon. Our entire back catalog of paywall content it's all there. So this is something you don't want to miss out on. Even if you've had to take a little break from Patreon, this is the time to come back. Crafter Jeff season, baby. It's fucking upon us. And
right. Gets me through until football season. Love it.
You can also check out our YouTube, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. And if you need more sports stuff from Jeff, I mean, shit, he got 4 out of the 5 races at the Kentucky Derby. Outkick bets with Jeff Clark.
Yeah, connecting with Outkick golf writer Mark Harris to break down the Truist Championship this week, the signature event on the PGA Tour. I've hit the last 2 big boy events. Hopefully I can make it 3 in a row. Took a shit in last week's event, but not a big deal. It was a small potato one. But yeah, that'll be hitting your airwaves, your podcast feeds tomorrow, May 6th. But that's what I got going on. And think I'll be doing one for the PGA Championship the following week. So check that out.
There you go. Do it up. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. And at John Cooper Movie. If you want to get yourselves one of these lovely, beautiful Second Coming of John Cooper movie posters, you just go to etsy.com/shop/John Cooper Movie. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for listening. And until next time, something.